Hey everybody, we're back in Washington, D.C. this weekend. I'm going to be taking a look at the cherry blossoms. They're in peak bloom this weekend. And we're going to take a look at the cherry blossom trees here around the tidal basin near the Jefferson Memorial. Take a look at the memorial. Just give you a taste of what it's like when these trees are peaking here. So you can tell it's very busy here. Everybody wants to come and take a look at the cherry blossoms at their peak. Right in here, surrounded by a bunch of cherry trees. It's like a forest of cherry blossoms. As you can see behind me, there's quite a big crowd here today. Cherry Blossom Festival started off as a one-week event, but now it takes place over 5 weeks. And the cherry blossoms here were they were earlier predicted to peak in mid-March, but because of the cold weather and the snow that was coming, they didn't actually end up peaking until the first full weekend of April. So everybody's here to see this. The Cherry Blossom Festival will be coming to a close in the near future, but everything's looking really gorgeous. A lot of people around the tidal basin. Each year, the National Cherry Blossom Festival commemorates the 1912 gift of 3,000 cherry trees from Mayor Yukio Ozaki of Tokyo to the city of Washington, D.C. The first batch of trees arrived diseased and filled with insects in 1910. Ultimately, those had to be burned. 2 years later, they sent more than 3,000 trees arriving in Washington in 1912. And in a ceremony on March 27, 1912, the first 2 trees were planted on the north bank of the tidal basin in West Potomac Park. It's a wee bit chilly this morning, but the views have been really gorgeous around the basin. This gentleman here is painting some cherry blossoms on the monument. As you can see, there is a ton of people out paddling today. Hard to believe because it's so windy. I wouldn't want to be out on the water. It is a gorgeous view. If you look to the right here is the Washington Monument, and then due north of us is the White House, right in the center of the picture. Boy, it's really good to be out in the sun. It really is. The wind has been so cold this morning. It's just, oh, it's chilling. And you can't manipulate camera very well with your hands. I've been very careful not to get too close to the water with my phone because I've lost the feeling in my fingers, and I'm not as confident that I've got a hold on it. I feel like I could be dropping stuff. It's that chilly. A couple interesting facts about the Jefferson Memorial here. Of course, Thomas Jefferson is the inspiration. It was built in 1939, completed in 1943. In 1947, the bronze statue of Jefferson was added in the center of the memorial. The tidal basin here, before any memorial was here, in the early 1900s, they had talked about placing a memorial on this site. In the early 1900s, this site was identified as one they wanted to place a memorial on, but they just weren't sure exactly what. Teddy Roosevelt was proposed at first, but that never did end up getting built. In the around 1918, the tidal basin actually had been used as recreational area for swimming. They added some chlorine dispensers and made it a swimming area. There was a tidal basin beach right along here, and it was a whites only beach and recreational area until it closed in 1925. A chilly day here at the Cherry Blossom Festival, checking out the peak blossoms this year. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a little taste of what you see. This festival lasts over several weeks. Just wanted to come down here when the trees were blossoming at their peak and show you a little bit of what's going on down here in DC. Remember to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for watching, and remember, have a good time all the time.